Good evening. Happy Tuesday. I just got off a mastermind call with my good friend and mentor, Kyle Wilson, and his group of Inner Circle members, and quite a few people on the call. And we often meet, well, now we meet once a week on a Tuesday evening, sharing wonderful information to each other about communication, about connection. And my now close, good new friend, Coach AM, he just was sharing about how you should live without limitations and taking those chances to be yourself and to give to the world. And he demonstrates a lot of gratitude. And one of the things that's great about listening to him is he really cherishes each person and really values the potential that each person has. I really appreciated hearing him speak tonight and just wanted to share that with you. So one of the things that is something that we don't often realize is when we have stress and anxiety, our breathing pattern changes. And that change in breathing pattern can often fuel more stress and anxiety. I often see this in people that I work with who are going through a hard time or have suffered from something in their past. We can get their breathing pattern under control, but something can trigger them and their breathing pattern changes back into one of anxiety and stress. What's awesome though is we can often shift that back very, very quickly. Now, learning the breathing, one of the reasons I do this on a nightly basis is to help you guys learn how to sense aspects of your body. What I teach is not intuitive because we have learned patterns over the years of our life since we were a little kid up until now, and that has become the way that our nervous system operates and works. But what we can do is start to shift that, and constant short practices over your day, over the span of weeks, you can start to go into a new breathing pattern. That gets more and more ingrained to us the more we feel and sense what's happening. But there are going to be still stressors in our life that contribute to anxiety that will flip that switch back to a different breathing pattern. And the more we go through this, the more you recognize that, you can start to switch yourself back into one of a calm breathing pattern that helps your body heal and helps you rest, helps you sleep, helps you digest, so you get a better nutrition. So what I want to go through is, so what happens when your breathing pattern changes? One of the biggest things I see is your chest, your breastbone, your sternum pops out. And so when you breathe in, this lifts up quite a bit and your ribs lift up as well. But I often see that this part just sticks out. And even when you inhale, we go through softening the chest, letting the belly pop out. The problem is when you have that flip and that switch, is this part forgets how to drop in. And as soon as we forget how to develop the softness in our sternum and breastbone, boom, our tension levels, our anxiety levels stay higher and higher and higher. And it's a cycle that continues until your mind just can't calm down. And then you forget how to calm down. Luckily, we can go through this. And obviously, each person is individual. And sometimes you need more help to figure out which part of you is not working or you can't sense, or you might need to be in a different position than the seated position that we're talking about. So there are other various exercises and positions that I put people in to help them calm down. But since we've been going through the breathing while seated, we're going to continue with this theme. Okay, so as we're going through the exhalation today, our focus is going to be the sternum. We'll put our hand over the sternal area, and I want you to feel both areas of your ribs on both sides of your sternum. That will be in the middle. I want you to feel both sides relaxing. And you'll start to feel how the ribs can sink inward and downward. And it's like there's a sponginess to your sternum. It goes in and out. We want that as much as possible. We want to try to retain that as much as possible so that, especially now while we're doing this in a hopefully non-stressful situation, hopefully you guys are in a safe situation, but then you can start to carry it over into your daily life. And when you have stressful times, you'll be able to start to apply it so your sternum doesn't get stuck out. So we're gonna go through the breathing, and we will, first I'll demonstrate and then I'll coach you guys through it. Thank you, Laura and Richard, for joining tonight. It's nice to see you guys on here. So what we wanna do first is get your low back all the way into the chair back. Let your tailbone roll underneath you. It's gonna feel like slouching for some of you. Get your back all the way to the back of the chair. We'll get our feet flat on the ground. Your knees, we want them at the height of your hips or a little bit higher. If you need to, put a platform under your feet just to get them up a little bit. It'll make it easier for that tailbone to curl under you. We'll use a straw. If you have one, go ahead and grab that real quick. And when we do it, we're going to put it between our lips, not between our teeth. We don't want our teeth biting down on this at all. And as we're doing the breathing, we're gonna have one hand on our chest, the other hand on the belly. I'll demonstrate first, just with one hand on my chest, because I'll point the 4 steps to you guys. So we're gonna breathe in through the nose, pause a second, blow out through the mouth or straw, and then hold your breath and pause 3 seconds. I'll demonstrate a second. If you've done this before, you can join me. If not, just wait a few minutes and I will coach you through it. So here we go. Now, most of us, we have learned when we exhale, we like to suck our gut up when we exhale, thinking that we're gonna expel all the air out. I'm gonna challenge you to reverse that, because I want your rib cage down so that your side abs are pulling down, which helps the diaphragm form that nice dome shape that it needs to in order to inhale again. So it feels counterintuitive, but I'm begging you to try this so that way you actually can use your diaphragm in a more effective manner and use it to get a better source of oxygen in. So let's get you guys going. Let's put one hand on your chest, the straw in your mouth if you have one, and the other hand on your belly. Let your low back relax into the chair back, feet flat on the ground, and close your eyes if you can just to get rid of all the other distractions in your room. And here we go. Let's breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat with your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Let your chest drop down away from your hand. Feel your chest getting away from your shirt as your ribs drop down and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down as your low back settles further into the chair and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Breathe in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum melting away from your hand, feeling your ribs decompress as your ribs drop down and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your armpits softening from front to middle to back, allowing your low back to relax and ribs to drop down. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down as you inhale. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your ribs deflate like a balloon letting out air as your belly spills out and your buttocks relaxes. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the pecs under your collarbones release as your sternum drops in, melting away from your hand. Your ribs drop down and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel the belly spill out as your low back and buttocks relax further into the chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your chin tilted down just a bit. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel your armpit cavity increase, freeing up your ribs to drop further down towards your hips. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your shoulders down and relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel the sternum drop down and in. Feel your shoulder blades release as the armpits drop away from your armpits. Your low back relaxes further into the chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your ribs down as you inhale. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your ribs drop down as your buttocks relaxes and thighs soften into the chair. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat, keeping your neck and shoulders relaxed. Pause and blow out. Feel your sternum drop down and in. Feel your chest sinking away from your shirt as your ribs drop down and belly spills out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3. Gentle breath in your nose to your throat. Pause and blow out. Hold. 2, 3, and take a break. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. It's nice to have you on. And as you think about your day and the stressors that you know may increase your anxiety, it's good to start practicing the breathing beforehand to help lower your anxiety levels and to lower that tension in your body so it makes it easier for you to handle the stressors. If you know there are certain times of the day, try to ward it off by practicing these exercises for about 5 minutes beforehand or until you can start to feel that buzzing in your body start to calm down. You'll be amazed at how much your mental clarity and your focus and your energy levels can change just by changing how ramped up your nervous system is. Thanks again for joining. Thanks for stopping by, Jeff. It was nice to see you guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Have a wonderful evening. Bye.